What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank be chopping, and I'm back with another video. Today's video, we're actually going to be doing a product review. We're going to be going over the new Stylecraft Apex. Let's get it. Alright guys, so here is the new Stylecraft Apex. If you've been following your boy, you know I did an unboxing of this clipper. I did a haircut with it on that video. I also did give y'all my initial thoughts on the clipper. However, y'all know how your boy does it. I got to put it to work for a little bit of time before I actually give y'all an honest, good review. So I've been using this for a whole week now, and I want to give y'all a good review and let y'all know what I think about this clipper. Now, off the jump, guys, obviously, as we can see, this clipper really resembles the Stylecraft Mythic and the Stylecraft Saber. So I had a bunch of people asking me like, what's the difference, you know, which one works better, in my opinion, which one's the best. And the difference is they're all different motors. So this one has a super torque rotary motor. So basically the way I'm going to break it down to y'all is, think of the motor that's in the Rebel now in the Mythic or the Saber's casing. So basically it's going to be the Rebel's motor in a metal housed clipper. So with that being said, I do want to state that even though it does have the same motor as the Rebel in it, honestly, to me, guys, I don't feel that it cuts quite as smooth. And that might be the blade on it, or maybe my Rebel just works better. But for whatever reason, I don't feel that it cuts as smooth. Now, I'm not saying it's not a good clipper. I'm not saying that it's not powerful. I'm not saying that it doesn't work good, because it does. But for whatever reason, I just feel that my Rebel works slightly better than this clipper. Now, it is a good clipper, especially if you like a heavier clipper. So if you like the Rebel, but you just felt that it was too light, you might like this one a lot, because it's really similar to the Rebel, really cuts very similar, but it's slightly heavier. So if you like a heavier clipper, you'll probably like this clipper because it does come heavier than the Rebel. Like most of Stylecraft and Gamma's tools, guys, you do have the click lever on it. Check that out. So it does have the click lever on it, and it does also come with a stretch bracket. That way you can stretch this blade out a little longer when you're cutting and when you're, you know, doing your fade work or whatever. So that is a plus, guys. You know, the fact that they give you options to modify your clipper the way you want, obviously that's a plus. This clipper does come with another lid, and even though I say lid, it's not really a lid. What it is you can put a see-through casing on this part right here. That way you can actually see the insides of the clipper, opposed to it just being all red. I think that's pretty dope that you have the options to do that. So if you're curious to how much runtime you get with this clipper, guys, on a full charge, it takes about 2 hours to charge, but on a full charge, you get about 4 hours of this clipper. Now, I did about 6 or 7 heads with this clipper continuous. So, you know, basically that boils down to about 4 hours of runtime, because obviously, once again, guys, you're not using this clipper for the whole haircut. You know what I'm saying? You're using it to fade, using it to debulk the sides or whatever, but you're going to switch in between your trimmer, your shaver, and your clipper. So, you know, I got about 6 or 7 heads with this cut, and off of a 2-hour charge, I don't think that's bad. Now, the clipper does come with a charging dock, and I think that's pretty dope. One good thing about this also, guys, is if you have the Saber or the Mythic, you can actually use the same charging stand. So this is the first time I even took this charging stand out of the box and put this clipper on there. I normally just use the charging stand that I have at the shop, which is, I think, the charging stand from the Mythic. And I think that's really good, because I don't gotta like disconnect wires and put different charging stands up and whatnot. I just think that it's good that the charging stand is the same. That way I don't have to worry about switching it up. So the blade that comes on this clipper is the fade blade. Check that out. I know a lot of people are a fan of their fade blades. I typically like fade blades, but I do like their fusion blade a little more than their fade blade. So personally, I would have liked if they put the fusion blade on it. Now, I know I can just go get the fusion blade and put it on here and see how it cuts, and, you know, I can do what I want. But this is just my opinion, guys. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get the fusion blade and put it on here and see what it does. But with the fade blade on it, it does cut well, it does fade well. But I just think if I put that fusion blade on it, I just feel that it's going to give a smoother, better cut. So even though I did say that it didn't give as good as a cut as the Rebels did, once again, guys, don't get it twisted, because this clipper is very powerful. Let me go ahead and turn it on for y'all so I can hear the motor. So it doesn't sound as loud as the Rebel, which I think is a plus. but it works really similar to it, guys. And when it comes to debulking, this thing works really well. It didn't bog down or clog up on me one time while I was cutting hair. It just worked really good, you know what I'm saying? I really was impressed with the way it was cutting. So like I said earlier in this video, also guys, people have been asking me which one do I think is better, the Apex, the Saber, or the Mythic. And right now I think the Apex has the Mythic and the Saber beat, and that says a lot because I really like the Mythic a lot. Like, that was probably my favorite clipper for a good amount of time. I used it a lot, and I really like this one a lot. So I think honestly this one beats out both of those clippers. And once again, guys, they're just my opinions. People have been asking me, am I going to keep this clipper in my rotation? And I think I'll keep it in my rotation right now. Currently I have the Low Pro, I have the Rebel, I have a Custom FX, and I have the Apex. And I think right now those are going to be my top four clippers in my rotation right now. So you know, it makes a starting lineup, you know what I'm saying, and that's really good. So some people may not like this clipper because of the shape of it. Once again, guys, it is a heavier clipper, it is a slightly bulkier clipper, but I don't know, man, to me I just like the way it fits in my hand, and I like this shape of clipper a lot, you know what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying that it's better than the other shapes or it's worse or whatever, but I don't mind the shape of it. Like, yes, it is a little more bulkier in this region right here, maybe a little longer than some clippers, but to me it doesn't make an issue, you know what I'm saying. I still can get to the lever easy, I still can fade nice. So to me, that's not an issue, guys, and I don't think it's going to be an issue for y'all either. So the guards that do come with this clipper are the dub guards, and I like those guards a lot. I know a lot of people seem to not like the zero guard a lot, but to me, I think those guards work really well, and with their tools, I feel that the guards work, you know, just a little better than they do with other clippers. Now, you don't have to use the dub guards with this clipper. If you like your if you have your wall premium guards and you really like those guards fit on this clipper. If you recently just purchased the Babyliss premium guards, those guards will fit on this clipper. So you can technically use any guards that you have. The only guards that you can't use are going to be the Annis double magnetics, but any guards that you have that aren't the double magnetics, you can slap on this clipper, and you know, I'm pretty sure they'll fit. So it really won't be a learning curve to learning to use this clipper because it's so universal with the guard system. So all in all, guys, I say this clipper is a good clipper to cop. Is it a must cop? I won't say it's a must cop, but once again, guys, if you don't have a Rebel or a Low Pro or a Mythic or a Saber, then I would say it's a must cop because this clipper, it is really powerful, guys. It does mow down the bulk really well. It works really good for fading. So it is a top tier clipper. So if you don't have it, I would say get it. But if you do have another clipper similar to it, once again, like the Low Pro, the Rebel, the Saber, or the Mythic, then you probably won't really need it. Or if you're just a clipper junkie like me, or you collect clippers, then I would say it's a must cop. And as far as the price goes, the price is listed, I believe, at around $220. Not 100% sure, guys, but you can save yourself a little bit of money on the Stylecraft website. You can actually use my discount code TANK10 and it'll save you a little bit of money. But guys, that's basically it for this video. I hope y'all like this video. If y'all do like this video, y'all make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. But that's basically it, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.